Welcome to the Forsyth Magazines podcast. I'm Brooke Eagle, your host, bringing you the stories of the people shaping our community. From business owners to local leaders, we'll explore their journeys, passions, and lessons learned. Let's dive in. Hey guys, we're back with another podcast episode, and today I have Tamara Vander Lugt with FeatherLite Cosmetics. Hey Tamara.
Hi Brooke.
How's it going?
Good. You?
Good. So if you haven't picked up our gorgeous June issue of Forsyth Woman, I'm with the cover model here today. Oh my gosh. It's like one of my favorite covers ever. Aww. She literally, her hair's blowing in the wind, the fake wind, obviously, but you know, it was a photo shoot.
But hey, I mean, I love that was a fluke accident that we figured out that we loved the most.
Yeah, exactly. We had so much fun at that photo shoot.
It was.
She had this gorgeous green dress and she's wearing another shade of green today. Green must be your favorite color.
It's our brand color.
Yeah.
So.
I love me. I'm wearing green too. It's also one of my favorites.
I see.
Yeah. So Tamara, we were chatting before we started recording about her name because I was telling Tim that she was coming on. He's like, oh yeah, Tammy. And I'm like, no, Tamara. So tell us about Tamara versus Tam or Tammy.
So
it's brilliant.
I've lived here a long time and I've bartended. I've done a lot of professional jobs. So I've met a lot of people along the way. I've been on a lot of boards along the professional career. So I've always had this thing of if I go professionally, I'm going to go by Tamara. But casually, I go by Tammy or Tam, depending if you're family or friends. So that way, when I'm out and about and someone approaches me, I know to mind my P's and Q's, depending on how they, hey, Tammy, I can be a little more relaxed.
Yeah.
Or, hey, Tamara, don't swear.
That's the brilliant. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
What's better, though, is that I actually never knew my name was Tamara until the third grade.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. So I lived in a very small town in Central California. And third grade is when a substitute teacher showed up. And she said, Tamara Vander. And I said, Lugt? I said, that's my last name, but that's not my first name. And she just looked at me weird. And I went home and I said, Mom, is my real name Tamara? She goes, yeah. I was like, you never told me. And she goes, oh, sorry? I was like, Mother. So I had to have my friend Tamara teach me how to spell my name in third grade.
Oh my gosh. So in school you went by Tammy, I'm assuming.
Yeah, Tam or Tammy. That's what I've been my whole life until I got into the professional world and started using Tamara.
I bet you never let your mom live that one down.
Oh, never, ever.
That is hilarious. Third grade. I mean, that's
pretty far.
You've been through kindergarten, first and second grade with no issue.
Yep.
I love it. So I want to talk about your incredible business, FeatherLite Cosmetics. It is a makeup line and it is all natural mineral makeup. I love it because it's such a big thing these days when I see why, that people want to know what ingredients they're putting on their skin. And with your business, it's very clean ingredients.
Yeah.
So let's talk about it.
Yeah. We only use 6 natural ingredients and they come from the earth. They are derived. So we want to make sure that they are not going to harm anyone's skin. They're not going to clog pores. They are not going to exacerbate any skin issues you currently have. The products were actually designed by Kim originally for her sensitive skin because she had rosacea and everything would make her very reactive. And I had incredibly acne-prone skin my entire life. I mean, I've been on Accutane, tetracycline, you name it, I've been on it my whole life. And so makeup just made it worse because...
But it's a vicious cycle because especially
really
as a teenager,
you put more
you're covering
on.
it up.
Yeah, you want to cover it up. So it just made it worse and worse.
Yeah.
And then I met Kim in 2016 and she convinced me to just give it a shot and said, just sleep through it for one night, which horrified me because I said, I'm going to break out. She's like, you won't.
Yeah.
Just do this for me. And my skin actually looked better the next morning when I did it. Yeah.
Wow.
And I mean, I'll go work out with this stuff on. We went hiking in Pilot over the weekend with my family, and I put my makeup on around 9 o'clock or so, sweating because we all know it was super hot this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
And we had dinner that night, and I did not have to freshen up my makeup.
Wow. That's impressive.
Yeah.
So tell me about the various products that FeatherLite Cosmetics consist of.
So right now we're just keeping it lean. We have foundations. There are 18 shades from very light to very dark because, as we all know, we all are different tones and shades and almonds and yellows and greens and all that, or reds like myself. Then we also have, and those are available year-round. Then seasonally, we do 15 eyeshadows, 3 blushes, and 1 illuminator. So it'll be either a highlighter or a bronzer.
Okay.
And we do that for every 3 months. So it's specific colors each season, and you can only get them for those 3 months once a year.
Oh, very cool. So have you always had a passion for color? Because I know you know your colors, and I love that.
Yeah, I would say colors in general, yes.
Yeah.
I like balance. I love bold colors. That's my thing. I love reds. Red is my actual favorite color.
Yeah.
Green is my secondary. But I will say I'm not a fan of them together because it's too much like Christmas. But it's like I want one or the other. So I like really bright, vibrant things. I mean, emerald greens, bright reds. That's my
I love
thing.
that.
That's my stuff.
So I want to hear the story about how you got into this business.
It was a fluke, actually.
Yeah.
Because this is definitely not an industry I ever saw myself in.
Those are the best stories, though.
Things just happen, and you just have to roll with it when they do happen. Really, when Kim started the company, I was really just more of her colleague, and she would use me as her guinea pig. So whenever she'd experiment and create new products or new lines or new colors, she'd send it to me, and I'd test it out, and whether it was a body butter or lipstick or something else. And we would always just troubleshoot and just became really good friends. And then she passed away 2 years ago. So when I talked to her family about who was going to keep it going, because her clients loved her products. She had very loyal following, and they had no desire to. So I raised my hand and said, please, I'll do it. So we did, and relaunched last November 1st. I called an investor friend of mine to help me get it off the ground, and here we are.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm sure that Kim is grateful that her legacy is being continued.
I know she is. She's up there with my dad and my business partner's wife. He just lost her early this year. So I say that all 3 of them are up there, joking and talking and planning for us.
Yeah. So what does the next year or even 5 years look like for FeatherLite Cosmetics?
We are working on scaling right now. I just brought on a part-time contractor employee to help me with a lot of things.
Congratulations. That's a big step, a big scary step.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And I'm working with an e-commerce company to focus on the scaling aspect. And within 4 to 6 months, I expect to be at a very significant level.
Awesome.
And in 5 years, I would like to give a few other companies a run for their money.
I love that. I love it. Big dreams.
And in the middle of that, I'm going to release Kim's original formulas at some point.
Okay.
At a much more reasonable cost is what I'd like to do, because that's my true heart and my true mission is people who are on a budget shouldn't have to compromise for lower products because they can't afford something that's quality.
Yeah, that's better for them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I'm sure you can go on a tangent about this and know a lot more about it than I do. But the ingredients that are in a lot of the makeup, that we use is insane.
It is the most unregulated industry in the U.S.
Yeah.
And other countries regulate what they put in their products. The U.S. does not regulate. And it's something
wild.
that if you don't start Googling the ingredients on your products, maybe you should.
Yeah. And I'm glad that it's gotten to be such a big thing in the last few years, because even, not that I'm like old, but even when I've, first started wearing makeup as a teenager, that was just not talked about at all. Like nobody cared what's in your makeup.
Yeah.
Nobody really cared what was in their food either.
Exactly.
So I think we're going to all just live so much longer, healthier lives, because what you put on your skin, your skin is your biggest organ.
It's your largest organ, and it goes directly into your bloodstream. So if you're putting all of these toxins on your skin, what is that doing to the rest of your organs?
So for people who are just not super knowledgeable about these things, myself included, honestly, and it can be kind of overwhelming, the process of going clean on as many things as you can. Where would you recommend starting that process and kind of how to kind of ease your way into it without it being overwhelming?
If you are someone who already wears foundation, I would start with that. That is your biggest element that will make the biggest difference in general because it's the majority of your face.
Sure.
You're also going to see, I think, a much more blended, more natural texture to your skin.
Which is the goal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
To not look like you're wearing makeup, but to actually just have that polished feel and look.
Yeah.
But if you are not a foundation people, because I know a lot of people who are minimalists, which is great, they just like eyeshadows or blushes. I would go with eyeshadows because you have more options in the lines. I mean, between the pinks and the browns and the greens and the blues and the purples and the tans, you have a different color, whatever your mood is. Get a couple of those, play around. We only do loose powder, though, for all of our products because to get the baked powder or the pressed powder, you have to put oils and other things in it, and I will never put oil in the products.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting. I mean, that makes sense, though. It doesn't just magically stick together.
Exactly. It has to adhere and bind together. So that's why I prefer powder. But what you can do is add a little bit of filtered water to the powder on your brush, and it becomes like a paste again.
Oh.
So same thing with the foundation. If you're used to a liquid foundation, add a little bit of, water to it, or add it to your moisturizer if you don't like a heavy coverage.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Other ways you can do that and achieve that same feel if you are accustomed to applying liquid foundation.
Yeah.
Do you have
any tutorial videos, or do you ever consider offering any sort of like makeup classes?
It's actually both of those are on the list.
Yeah.
I am not a huge advocate of being on video, but I have to just bite the bullet on that one and go for it because I know it needs to happen. So, and people have been asking about tutorials and about, like Beauty 101 for minimalists.
Yeah.
And that is something I'm working on probably later July, August timeframe.
Okay.
It's going to be local in the Winston area, and it's going to be kind of like a Beauty 101 kind of course. So I'm going to look at partnering with maybe a couple estheticians and maybe some makeup artists and just kind of make a day of it sort of thing. Have a couple of vendors maybe, just something small that you have to sign up for so that way we know how many people are coming. And bring your daughter if you have a teen or a tween because this is the perfect mommy-daughter kind of day.
Yeah, and to like teach them while they're young.
And if they're at that age when they want to start wearing makeup, start them on something clean and good that won't hurt their skin long term.
Yeah, I had terrible acne as a teenager, and it was definitely that vicious cycle where I was like caking on as much makeup as possible, and it was just making it worse.
Yeah, in the 8th grade, me and my best friend, this was back when they used to vote for things like, best class, whatever, funniest and all that, because back in the 90s you could do that. Well, me and my best friend, we were voted most makeup.
Oh my gosh.
We were trying to cover up all those blemishes.
Yeah.
And it made us insecure.
Yeah.
So I get it.
Oh my gosh. Well, definitely keep us updated on the makeup 101, beauty 101, because I know our readers would be super interested in attending that. And I would too.
Oh, I mean, because who doesn't want to know 5-minute makeup tricks?
Yeah.
Well,
because it's always like, there's always new and improved ways to make your makeup look better. So I'm always trying to brush up on my skills when I do wear makeup, which is not super often. I should wear it more.
It's all personal preference.
Yeah. Yours looks insanely good, by the way.
Thank you.
Like your eyebrows, I'm just like gazing at all.
Well, actually, what's funny about the eyebrows is I can't draw a straight line to save my life. So my eyebrows are like the one thing I hate doing.
Well, they look so good.
Thank you. I've been experimenting. It's a lot of practice.
Yeah. I think that's the thing, too.
It is a lot of practice.
With any makeup, it's practice. And I know I'm like not the most patient person in the world, but practicing a new makeup method right before you're going somewhere is never a good idea.
Oh, no, never.
And I'm always like, I'm going to try this out. And then I'm like, terrible idea.
Yeah.
Not doing this today.
No, I've learned that anytime I have an event, I start practicing a few weeks ahead of time with different styles because like even eyeliner, I can't get those wingtips just right because again, it's like one side is this direction, this side's going straight. Like,
and our faces are not perfectly symmetrical.
Exactly.
Like I wish they were, but they're not. And so I struggle with that too. I'm like, wait, why does this side look so much?
Yes.
Yeah. It's
so
hard.
There's most of the time I just don't even wear eyeliner for that reason. But I'm like, okay, we go up this direction, then we connect that line. It's like drawing almost.
Yeah. So for what do you have any product recommendations since you guys don't currently have lipsticks right now? I know that's or mascara. Do you have any like ones that you would recommend that are on the cleaner side?
I wouldn't say, I mean, that I think it's personal preference. Like mascaras in general.
Yeah. I mean, this kind of has to be stuff in there.
I mean, if you're going with waterproof, just know it's not going to be clean.
Yeah. Yeah.
And any product or any company that claims that they are, I would question that.
Yeah.
You know, and you can have mostly clean, but there's always going to be a couple ingredients in there that are questionable with certain aspects. So when they say long stay or long wear, things like that, just know there's a reason, there's something they put in there that makes it last for 12 hours.
Yeah.
It's probably not good for you.
Yeah. No, that's I wouldn't even have thought of that. So that's a good tip.
But it's a personal preference again. You know, some people care more about long-term performance and some people care more about clean.
Yeah.
You know, and again, I touch up my makeup through the day. So, you know, maybe once or twice.
Yeah.
Because you should every 4 to 6 hours in
Yeah.
theory.
Well, and I mean, unless you're, for the most part, you don't need your makeup to stay looking perfect for 12 hours.
Exactly.
Like, where are you at for 12 hours?
That's a
Hopefully
great question.
nowhere for
That
me
is a great
because my little
question.
social battery can't handle all that. I have like a 4-hour limit.
Yeah. I mean, you can go, you know, Sephora, any of that. Just Google your ingredients. Know what your
Are there any
comfort zones
particular
are.
ingredients that like come to mind that you're like, just be on the watch for this particular one? Or is it just a really long list?
It's a very long list. That is something I am working on with the website. Is a list of things you want to watch for that this is why you want to stay away from them. Not just, hey, this is a bad one. I want
why
people
is it
to
bad?
understand why it's a negative product or ingredient to put in something. Or these are the only 6 ingredients we use, and this is why they're clean, and this is where they're derived from. So people kind of understand a little bit more about their product in general.
Well, and I think a good rule of thumb, too, is like if you can't pronounce it and if it's 18 letters long, probably not good.
Yep. And then there's the synthetic versions and others. Like there's a lot of there's a lot of research involved.
Oh, I'm sure.
But I mean, I will say like with minerals in general, especially the powder, everything's versatile. So if you have an eyeshadow that you love and it's could work as a blush, you can use it as a blush and vice versa.
There's no rules.
There are no rules. You do what you want. And you know what? Sometimes I put my eyeshadow colors on my lips.
There you go.
Because all you got to do is put a little bit of gloss or maybe like shea butter or something.
Yeah.
And put it on, blend it in. Good to go.
That's a great tip. I'm going to use that. I like that.
Yep. So I've got the candy apple on my lips or what's left over.
Oh, very nice. Well, I still have some samples that you gave me from the
I
photo
think
shoot.
you have the spring samples, I think.
Yes.
I don't think you have the summer colors. Because the summer colors just released on June 1st.
Oh, yeah, mine are spring, but they're beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
Well,
those.
Tamara, it was so much fun to chat with you. I
for
feel
having
more
me.
informed about clean makeup now.
That's great.
So how can we find you online and on social media?
So we are on Instagram and Facebook. We're working on the TikTok aspect, but I have to admit my age, like I'm not a TikTok person.
I can't
so this
do
is
the
why
TikTok.
I've got a much younger person who is going to manage all of that going forward.
There you go.
She's incredible at it. I'm very blessed to have her. She was one of my interns and I brought her on. So she's very talented.
That's awesome.
So that is going to be her baby. So we are, again, Instagram, Facebook, those are the cores. Going to work on a few other YouTube channels for tutorials and things like that.
Oh, yeah.
You can always email us if you have questions at info@featherlightmakeup.com.
Okay.
Or you can go online to featherlightmakeup.com.
Okay.
So I like to tell people, though we are FeatherLite Cosmetics, we are featherlightmakeup.com because domain searches and things like that, there was only certain ones available.
Oh
at the
my
time.
gosh, it's so frustrating.
I know.
We are
wanted FeatherLite Cosmetics.
LKN-magazine.com and it was devastating.
I know.
To have
I
the
know,
dash.
I know. I was like, or I could pay $10,000 and get that, but it's not worth it right now.
Oh yeah, or you can like call people and like try to outbid.
Yep.
It's insane.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
What about your Instagram handle? Is that
at FeatherLite Cosmetics?
okay?
Yes.
Well, we'll put that in our show notes so people can follow you and find you on your website.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, Tamara, this was great.
Thank you.
We'll have to have you back again soon.
Please do.
Yeah.
Maybe about 6 months from now.
Yeah, when you have some exciting updates.
Oh, there will be.
That's awesome.
Wonderful.
And as always, you can find Forsyth Mags online too at forsythmags.com and on social media at Forsyth Mags, MAGS. And if you liked this episode, we would love it so much if you would leave us a rating or a review. And that's it. That's a wrap for today. The views and opinions stated on this podcast are solely those of the contributors and not necessarily those of our distributors or hosting companies. This podcast is copyrighted and cannot be reproduced without expressed written consent of Forsyth Magazines Incorporated. Ooh, that's a mouthful.